Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans, and welcome to Union High School, New Jersey. In Union, New Jersey, as Champion Athletes Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Company's Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee brings you GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage of the NJSIAA North 2 Girls Region Tournament Finals. I'm James Clarke, alongside here with Mark Sirdashney. Mark, great to have you back in the booth. We have been here all day watching some amazing girls wrestling bouts in each weight class. Talk a little bit about what we can expect as these girls prepare for a trip to Atlantic City in less than 2 weeks from now.
Well, we can expect some high action wrestling going on here. A lot of quick stuff, a lot of amazing moves back and forth. We've been seeing that all day here as we've watched, and it's been a pretty great fun to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we definitely do see a lot of girls actions going on here. And it's just been a great day of girls wrestling. That girls wrestling has definitely been building up. And, we're going to be starting here at 100 pounds. So for 100 pounds, we have Jane Rodriguez from Piscataway versus Harley Strakowski from Somerville. Strakowski, who's been a great addition here for Somerville. Somerville's got some good girls that made it to the finals today, which we'll see later on. And we're getting started here at 100 pounds. And the match underway.
Like you said, Somerville really has had a strong showing here today in the tournament. A lot of girls turned it up to the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you take a look at Maltitano, who got, beat in the semifinals, but you still got Horole, who is one of the good wrestlers for the Somerville's girls team. You'll see Kumar later coming up at 152. You'll have a lot of really good matchups here, and this is the first one coming up here at 100 pounds, and we'll see who comes out on top as the victor of the North 2 Girls Region finalist.
Like you said, a trip to Atlantic City, right?
Absolutely. They go the same time as the boys do now, and has definitely built up the sport of wrestling since they've started going to their state tournament, and it's definitely built up a culture for wrestling, especially in the female side of things, and it's great to see that they've come pretty close, with all these years of, hearing about these individual girls who have been competing in boys contests, and now that they get their time to shine and be able to form a team together and be able to showcase against other girls, it's great to see.
It really is. It really is. The growth of women's wrestling is really impressive to see as we've gone on. Like you said, you've seen individuals, but now that they have the teams there and they're eligible to go to Atlantic City and go to these amazing big events that you see every year, it's amazing for the growth of the sport as a whole. Yeah,
absolutely. And Strakowski has the legs locked in there, and blocking it off there is Rodriguez.
Strakowski back on top there. Very nice moving over from her. She rides on top well.
She throws in legs right there, makes it 3-0.
That's a good way to steal some points there as we're coming up at the end of the first.
Short time here, not too much time left, and we'll see if she can try and get a turn right there. The official looking in to make sure that it stays perpendicular and safe instead of parallel, and that's the end of one period. With Rodriguez leading this, it's 3-0 after one, and we get the flip of the coin with Strakowski. Strakowski is going first. Excuse me. Rodriguez deferring. Strakowski.
She's got a smile on her face. She's having fun right now. She really is.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sport of wrestling. These girls have built up a culture for themselves in the sport, and it's great to see.
It really is. It really is incredible. See how much they've built.
As we still have the legs thrown in there by Rodriguez, and we'll see if she can continue to do something there.
Yeah, she's using those legs effectively to be able to do her opponent there and keeping things locked in and controlling the match her way.
Yeah. As the official is counting down, the back points coming her way. And it gets the pin. And she is your North 2 Girls Region champion here at 100 pounds is Jane Rodriguez of Piscataway. Congratulations to Jane Rodriguez for her region title today.
And she flexes.
Follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And like and subscribe down low on our YouTube page, and hit the subscribe button anytime that we have any upcoming live stream coverage, or if we have any podcast coming up, is what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com. It's your teams, your counties, and it's your site.
Got a lot of amazing stuff coming up next week. Tournaments. Feel free to stay tuned.
Well, boys are coming up next week. Boys regions coming up next week, and it's the last thing for the boys before Atlantic City. So.
Now, you've been to the Atlantic City tournaments, right? Explain that environment to the crowd here and how amazing it is.
Yeah, I've been there as a spectator twice in my life, and definitely showcases how good New Jersey wrestling is and how seriously they take it. It's almost like as I compare it to Texas of football. That's how big wrestling is in this state.
Yeah, it really is.
As we go here, we have coming up at 107 pounds, we have Gabriella Conte from Hanover Park versus Gabriella Giacone from Watchung Hills. Conte, who has been on a tear this year, who's wrestled in numerous boys competitions this year, and definitely wrestling in the boys lineup many times, and now that she gets her showcase here yet again to showcase how good of a girl she is. Like, Conte is really tough. She is one of the toughest, if not the toughest girl, not only in the area, but in the state.
I saw her earlier in the year, and she got a quick fall in her victory. She is really tough and really quick. She's going to be a tough beat here. She's going to be a tough beat here for what's his name? It's going to be a tough beat. Giacone, thank you. It's going to be a tough bout here for her.
But again, we've seen upsets happen before, so you never know. Don't rule anything out in the sport of wrestling. Seeds, records, and all that stuff gets thrown out when it's postseason. And here we go. We have some hand fighting going on here from both Conte and Giacone.
I've realized in these lower weights you'll see a lot more hand fighting than you do in some of the higher weight, in some of the upper weights here, especially with the girls.
Yeah, and she goes in on a quick ankle pick, and she's got Giacone quick to a 3-0 lead there. Could have been putting her in some early danger, and she throws in the legs. And it's going to work on the power half to see if she can get something going here.
Yeah, she almost had her there. Almost had her for a quick pin, and like I mentioned earlier, almost had it. Again, using the legs to hook. Yeah, watch that. Look at that. Look at the way she used her legs to hook her opponent like that.
Yep, she's throwing in what they call a Turk right there. So all she has to do is just be able to throw a crossface in. She could throw in a power half here, and she could definitely get it.
Just cinching it in too. Wow.
Yeah, no, she's definitely a tough customer, folks. And you know, as I said, Mark, you know, we've seen her earlier in the year and has definitely impressed in the boys side of things when she's filled in the lineup many times this season, and now she's continuing to showcase her this side as well here too. And we got to stop it for a stalemate. 37 seconds left to go in the first.
This one's moving pretty fast. It's a fast-moving match here.
And she has the armbar thrown in there.
Ooh, yeah. Big armbar.
We'll see if she can turn it. Now she throws in the half in the other way, and she's got Giacone in some trouble. But she's not going to get her pin just yet, and it's going to get stoppage right there for a potentially dangerous. So it looks like we're going to get a little bit of some injury time. So we'd like to take the time to thank our title sponsor for today. Do you own a local business? Become a sponsor. Sponsorship opportunities are available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you do that? Look for the Your Logo Here button in the red text, and also the team's page, or email admin at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we can definitely make you the star of the show.
So we're still going here. We're still waiting on injury time. Like I said, we brought up a lot of things in this tournament today. A lot of quick stuff. It's been very athletic between all the girls here. They've all been doing an amazing job wrestling. And like I said, we bring up growing the sport. it's been quite the amazing growth over the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years or so with girls wrestling. It really is amazing. Yeah, Cohen there for Watchung Hills Regional. Dealing with what I believe is a shoulder thing. She grabbed that after the thing was over, but she's in trainers talking to her, making sure she's okay. Gia Conan herself has also been a very solid wrestler for Watchung Hills here. A lot of victories for her filling in, and even against the boys.
We like to take the time to thank Diesel, the Wrestling Academy, located in North Brunswick, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 732-318-2678, or you can send an email to dieselwrestlingacademy@gmail.com. Thank you for your support today for the North 2 Girls Region Finals for our coverage today.
Gia Cohen seems to be all right here after her injury timeout. They were working on her shoulder a little bit, but she seems to be okay.
Yeah, no, she's fine. She just, sometimes when you're in those predicaments and you throw in those arm bars, it could definitely be a lot, so.
We have the arms stitched back like that. You could pinch a nerve, do something there, just get one of those stingers that hurt. Those things hurt when you get those.
Right, absolutely. And that's going to be on the one, and she's still favoring that left shoulder is Gia Cohen after being worked on a little bit on Conte, and it's going to be Gia Cohen's choice. She's going to go under, going to defer, and we'll go underneath. The start is Conte.
And here we go, right back to it.
What she gets in on the single there is Gia Cohen. And Conte gets out.
Almost out of reversal there, too.
Yeah, near it at least. And now she's got the near side cradle locked up here is Conte. She gets the takedown here to extend it 11-0. And she's making some quick works here on Gia Cohen, and that will end it right here. If she doesn't pin her, it's still going to be a tech fall, 15-0. But she looks pretty flat to me right here from our vantage point. And I think she's going to get the pin here any minute.
I think she is too, just by looking at it.
And it gets stoppage for potentially dangerous, but doesn't matter either way. Still a 15-0 tech fall, as you can see Gia Cohen, you know, definitely still favoring on that shoulder right there. But either way, both these girls definitely deserve to be down in Atlantic City, have been phenomenal this year in all that they've done this year. So congratulations to Gabriela Conte on another region title for the girls.
Congratulations to her. Congratulations to both the girls for an amazing, amazing match.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough one. We know how good Conte is, so, that was only a matter of time to see how much it was going to really be going for that. But either way, it's, just for you to still get to the finals and still qualify for states is still a great thing. And coming up here at 114 pounds, we have Ellie Kisselback from Phillipsburg, who's going to be facing up against Julia Richards from Scotch Plains Fanwood.
Ooh, I've got some familial ties in both this. Actually, my dad went to Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, and I'm an alma mater of Phillipsburg.
There you go. So Phillipsburg very well represented here today with having a finalist here with Kisselback, who's been a very solid wrestler for the State Liners this year and has really come together and really has worked on a great time. And I think they're just going to be finishing up on that constellation match right there. There still has a minute left to go, but let's go ahead and talk about our social media while we're waiting for the start of the match. You can follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And like and subscribe down low on our YouTube page, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com. It's your team, it's your county, and it is your site, is what we call it.
Again, like we said, we got the boys action next week. So stay tuned. We got a lot of amazing stuff planned. As we wait for the Conti to finish up. What do you expect about the girls here in this bout?
Well, I mean, obviously, we all know how good Conte is, and we know that Gia Cohen definitely has been on a tear this year as well, too, for Watchung Hills, who's been a nice, solid program that's been building up girls wrestling. And, Conte coming from a wrestling town of Hanover Park really showcases that she's been around for wrestling for a long time, and she's one of those you know, not as many numbers of girls that have been in wrestling since they were little. I mean, there's very many names that you can think of, but, you know, for her that's been around it for such a long time, and her brother also being a Hanover Park Hornet who wrestles for the boys side, is, you know, great wrestlers, great wrestling town. It all works out.
Wonder if they wrestle each other, like just on the fly randomly, just for fun.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who would win that one. I think it would be a toss-up. The siblings, you know, usually make it neck and neck, and we're going to get ourselves started here at 114 pounds, excuse me. Used to the boys' weight classes and not the girls as much, so we're here at 114 pounds. James Clarke alongside here with Mark Sirdashney here at Union High School, bringing you the action between the North 2 Girls Region Finals. And coming up here at 114 pounds, it's Ellie Kisselback from Phillipsburg, and first is she'll be facing up against Jelaya Richards of Scotch Plains Fanwood.
They're also doing some kind of they're doing a tournament like a sticker thing over there, I believe, on the other mat.
Yep, they're giving out the medals for the girls over there as they finish up on the girls' medals over there that they're going to be giving out over there for the top finishers. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Company's Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee. We also like to take the time to thank our title sponsor for today, Diesel Wrestling Academy. Attention wrestling fans, Diesel Wrestling Academy is proud to sponsor the 2025 North 2 Girls Region Finals here today. Want to train like a champion? At Diesel, we provide elite wrestling instruction, strength and conditioning, mindset training, and a competitive environment designed to push you to the next level. So the special offer, the first 5 people who message the word SAVAGE to our Instagram will receive 1 month free of training at Diesel. No commitment, just show up, work hard, and experience the Diesel difference. Diesel Wrestling Company, thank you for your sponsor for today to bring us this action here of the North 2 Girls Region Finals at Union High School.
Kisselback getting the early 3-point advantage here.
Yeah, she definitely impressed in her semifinals match and definitely enjoys working on those cradles. She had a really tough match earlier, and, you know, it was looking like it was going to be tight, and then she turned around and really does a good job with riding from top and is able to get great turns in between as well. So it's great to see that she was able to make it to the finals, and, you know, well-deserved as well, too.
I do love my alma mater, and they're very much known for their wrestling. So
Yes.
that's for sure.
Yes, absolutely. They've been around for wrestling for as time has been told.
They say the first, the Big Bang was caused by a Phillipsburg state liner pin. Don't you know?
No, I did not know that. Interesting to see here either way, and she's locking up on a cradle from that position, but she's not able to do anything with it. She's going to get out of it. Make it now 3-1.
Again, both these women here just trying to figure each other out still, I think, early on in the period. We might have, yeah, it did indeed have some early action, but I feel like a lot of the periods, especially the early ones, are feeling out periods, and when you get the more intense stuff when you get to the second and third. But maybe that's just my seeing. I'm not. What do you think?
Well, I think as far as girls wrestling goes, and as far as wrestling as a whole, you definitely want to build up the culture of it as much as you can, and that's something that, you know, all these girls have been doing this year and making titles and names for themselves too, and history's continuing to be made each and every season.
Both of them locking up here. Big collar and elbow.
And that's going to be the end of one period with Kisselback leading. It's 3-1 after one period.
Richards defers there. And Kisselback chooses bottom. Little surprising considering she, like you said, she does a good job riding top. She probably wants to steal a free point.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously in the sport of wrestling, you have to understand that bottom in coaches' minds, and, you know, it's true. It's the most basic position that you can choose to get to score a point at least. And, you know, when you're up 3-1 like that, and you don't really need to worry about riding right now. You just want to be able to score points, and scoring on bottom is the most basic way that you can do that.
As we bring it up, she gets the escape that we were talking about.
Yep.
Makes it 4-1.
Absolutely. See, I've been around wrestling for a long time, Mark, so I know a thing or two about it.
I see. You'll have to teach me a lot as we guys go through. I'm still pretty. I know the sport of wrestling to an extent, but I don't know it to the extent that you do. You'll have to teach me some things.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely work. There'll be a lot to learn in the summer. And she throws Kisselback to her back is Richards. Something that we saw earlier. She's very dangerous, folks, and she's going to get the takedown, and she's getting 4 backs out of it. She got the takedown. There's no backs out of it. So she got the takedown, and then the reversal there by Kisselback makes it now 6-4. Kisselback leads this. Kind of brings up my point again, too, as far as Kisselback choosing bottom. Because if she didn't choose bottom right there, she could have been in some danger.
Indeed, I agree with you on that. And like I also brought up earlier, the first period almost seemed like a feel out between the two. Now we're getting the action here that we expected between these two.
And she gets the escape there as Richards and makes it 6-5 with Kisselback leading this.
Now which girl will attack first with 30 seconds left?
Still got a lot of time here. Obviously, you know, you're getting towards the end of the second. You still have another 2 minutes left on the clock, so you don't want to do anything too crazy yet. But you definitely want to keep up the offense if you're Kisselback for sure. But you don't want to get too relaxed. You don't want to get anything too crazy, because then you dig yourself in a bigger hole than you really need to be.
As Richards takes a shot there. Likely he was trying to catch Kisselback off guard, but the shot with only 5 seconds left didn't work.
Yeah, no, she was very close to it. A couple more seconds, she might have been able to get it, and the official's going over to the head table. And Kisselback is going to go take some injury time out. So while we're doing that, do you own a local business? Become a sponsor. Sponsorship opportunities are still available for team pages, live stream coverage. I know we're at the end of the season, and I know that there's not a whole lot going on left as far as, you know, going on to next week and the week after with like the boys regions, and obviously we're making our plan to go down to the States. But you can still be a sponsor on our page. So how do you do that? Just look for the Your Logo Here button on your team's page, or email admin@GSHSW.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we can definitely help make you the star of the show. We like to take the time to thank our title sponsor for today, Diesel Wrestling Academy, located in North Brunswick, New Jersey. You can give them a call or text at 732-318-2678. Or you can send them an email to dieselwrestlingacademy@gmail.com. Attention wrestling fans, Diesel Wrestling Academy is the proud sponsor of the 2025 North 2 Girls Region Finals here today. Want to train like a champion? At Diesel, we provide elite wrestling instruction, strength and conditioning, mindset training, and a competitive environment designed to push you to the next level. So the special offer for today, the first 5 people who message the word Savage to our Instagram will receive 1 month of training at Diesel. No commitment, just show up and work hard and experience the Diesel difference. Diesel Wrestling Academy. Thank you for your title sponsor for today. We are at Union High School, bringing you the action here at the North 2 Girls Region Finals here. We have Kisselback from Phillipsburg and Richards at Scotts Plains Fanwood, with James Clarke alongside here with Mark Sirdashney. We're about to get ourselves into the third period. They're just trying to get some things. They're trying to get some things situated here as far as scoring goes. As of right now, the scoring they have is 7-7. So
agree?
Yep. So it stands at 7-7 with Richards' choice. She's going to go underneath to start the third period.
That was certainly a little bit of fiasco there. I think there might have been a slip up by one of the referees there in terms of the back points, because he pointed 3. I think it was supposed to be 4.
Yeah, no, they're still discussing about it, and they're still discussing about it. So I have, last I had was 6-5 was the score.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly where the other 2 points came from, because I know it was 4-1 with the escape from Kisselback, and then the takedown tied it at 4, and then I'm pretty sure there was no back points because he didn't indicate back points, and then Kisselback got the reversal and the escape. So I have 6-5.
That's pretty sure you're right on that. I think it should be 6-5.
And I think the table is trying to
discuss that. Yes.
But now they have. Okay, so I did see. Okay, so the way that this is, so 4-1, Kisselback was leading this, and then a takedown by Richards, and now they're saying 4 back points given there by Richards. So now they're saying that it's an 8-6 advantage. I don't know if she was, again, you know, it's the official's call, so it's Richards' lead right here after the finalization of the score. So it's 8-6 going into the third. Kisselback is going to cut Richards to make it a 9-6 and try to tie it up here with a takedown.
Like I said, I think he put the 3. He just didn't lift up his hand for it, so I think that might have caused some confusion. I saw him hold the 3 down near his stomach, and he didn't point it up.
Yeah, no, he definitely called the takedown. I don't remember if he called the back points or not, but it's a 9-6 lead here with Richards leading this. And Kisselback needs to be the aggressor. She trails by 3 and needs a takedown to tie it up.
Yeah, that's what she indeed needs to do. She needs to be aggressive here, and as we say that, she takes a shot.
Yeah, because Richards was getting way too relaxed right there, and Kisselback is near. She's got the leg. Now she's got the sweep single going right there. All she has to do is just try to trip Richards down to the mat, and she could not be able to do it with her strength, and now she's getting in a kind of now a sloppy shot. She was right there in it, but she's got to get the leg to the inside and try not to let Richards hook that leg, because when you're hooking, it's very hard to get a takedown out of it because it's great defense by Richards.
Yeah, this isn't decent. I was going to say there is some great defense by Richard preventing the takedown here. She knows that Kisselback has got to be the aggressor in this, so she just got to defend it as hard as she can.
And there's going to be a stall warning there on Richards, the first one of this match. And we'll get a restart here in the center. And as both wrestlers are, you know, again, at this point, very much exhausted, but Kisselback needs to be an aggressor. She needs to get going here with trying to get a takedown of her own. She needs to tie this up and needs to work on something right here with under 30 seconds left to go in the third.
Yeah, and a collar elbow is not going to do that. The way Richards is defending this is very, very textbook, though. She's doing an excellent job.
Yeah, I mean, there's really, besides like being pushed out of bounds, there really was no really stalling, and now she gets hit with a stall, and now Richards is going to go spin from behind. She's going to get the takedown. And 12-7 the score, now 12-8. And Jaliyah Richards of Scotch Plains Fanwood is going to bring home a region title for the girls side of things here at 114 pounds. Congratulations to Richards. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about our social media. You can follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And like and subscribe down low on our YouTube page, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your county, and your site. Doing all local business, become a sponsor. We still have some sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you do that? Look for the Your Logo Here button in the red text in the black box that you see here on your team's page, or you can send an email to admin at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours. We can definitely make you the star of the show. We are the premier high school wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey, no question about it. James Clarke alongside here with Mark Sirdashney. We're here at 120 pounds here at the North 2 Girls Region Finals here at Union High School in Union, New Jersey. And coming up here at 120 pounds, we have from Hunterdon Central, we have Emma Peak, and from Roselle Park, Lucia Ranieri, who had a very, very impressive pin earlier in the semifinal. So this should be a really good match. And Emma Peak, you know, for the Red Devils, had an older brother of Tanner, who was a two-time state medalist for the Red Devils, and has had a very successful season here as well for the Red Devils girls side of things.
We've definitely had some siblings in wrestling today between Conti last and now, is it Peak, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about wrestling is that now there's some stoppage right there. And just a little bit of that confusion for the switch up of the anklets. So now they'll just switch that up and get themselves ready. It makes more sense to have Peak be in the red anklet because, well, it just makes it easier.
Oh, that, and she's on the Red Devils.
Yeah, absolutely. But we've seen Red Devils in green before from Ridge earlier in the year. I know that was something that John Kovac and Donald Brower have been discussing about.
I see. Did they discuss the fact that the name is red and that they're green?
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
It's very interesting, to say the least.
As Peak and Renari lock up here. Like I said, I think a bit of feeling out between the two girls here as they jock. It's actually first position. Just like I said, really good lock up here. And Peak goes for a shot here. She's got the leg all wrapped up.
Yeah, I mean, that's something about Peak you can see, and some of the things that Tanner Peak, you know, when he wrestled for Harmon Central, was one of those matches that he was able to do. He liked doing all those things in the single legs and get stoppage there for a potentially dangerous. The official did not like the way of how that wizard was thrown in there by either wrestler, so they wanted to make it a stoppage right there.
Yeah, the leg was bent a little bit unnaturally. I think that's the ref just trying to protect the girls here so no injuries happen.
Yeah, and just the arm as well, too. It's a big thing. If you're in that kind of position, you can kind of mess up on your arm a little bit, so you just want to keep everything perpendicular. You don't want to get anything too crazy. And now in a front headlock position there is Peak.
Peak trying to get the other arm locked around and pull her opponent down, but doing a very good job is Renari there.
Just as a quick reminder, we're also having two other streams going on today. We're at the Central Girls Wrestling Tournament for the region side of things at East Brunswick High School with John Kovacs there on the call if you want to tune into that. Or we're also traveled all the way down to South Jersey today to Abscami there for the South Girls region. So if you want to tune into either one of those streams, please go ahead and do so, because those are, you know, girls wrestling and girls regions. We're taking it, you know, taking it one step at a time. It's great to see that we're expanding over to the girl side of things, and that's the end of one period. We're tied up here at 0. And you could just tell with looking at wrestling with Peak, you could just tell as she chooses bottom, you could just tell that she's very much experienced, has been in it for quite some time, and has really battled out some matches. And she wrestles, you know, pretty much like with poise and experience, as she's been in it for a long time.
Well, that's what happens. That's what happens when you have a sibling in the business that can keep you stuff like that. It keeps you in the know, so he can teach you techniques that he learned. So when you get into the sport, you can use the techniques that you've been taught.
That takedown right there by Renari. She extends the lead 3-1. And Roselle Park too. Actually, fun fact about the boys' side of Hunterdon Central and Roselle Park. They're 2 of the 4 teams in the state of New Jersey that have over 1,000 program wins.
Wow.
Do you want to know who the other 2 teams are?
Sure.
Go ahead and guess.
I'm feeling one of them is Phillipsburg.
Yep.
Ooh. I have to think about the other one, though. I feel like it's got to be someone who's in this tournament.
It's a school, I'll give you a hint, it's a school that's down further south a little bit, and they're historically known for wrestling, has won numerous Group 1 championships.
Ooh. See, I don't know as much about the South Jersey wrestling. I'm not as knowledgeable. Is that like up here northwest?
Paulsboro.
Paulsboro, okay.
Paulsboro is the other one. They're one of the 4 teams that have 1,000 wins. And as we get right into the wood floor of the gym right there, as Renari's been aggressive. As I said earlier, Renari really impressed me in the semifinals match, who got a pin earlier. And, you know, she wrestling with aggression, definitely is showcasing. Again, both of these girls right here have been wrestling. They look like they've been wrestling with so much experience, and she brings her right back down to the mat and got the back points coming her way, but nothing going there. The Roselle Park coaches didn't really necessarily agree with that. They kind of wanted to see if there was additional back points, but she doesn't get it there.
Yeah, Roselle Park coach thought she'd at least get 1, maybe 2 back points there, but ref says no. Renari thought about hooking the leg, but decided otherwise and goes for a cradle instead.
Yes, she's got the arm bar trapped there. She's going to get some back points coming her way. I don't know if she'll have enough time to be able to stick her. Well, she's got 20 seconds left to go in the second, but I don't know if it's going to be quite a stick right there. From our advantage point, I don't think it's enough. She's got to readjust and try to, as she's bringing back the leg a little bit on Peak's head. It's something that she's going to look into and see if she can get something going there.
Now the referee is signaling if once he lifts his arm, she'll get 4 if she doesn't get the stick.
And that's exactly what she'll do. She'll get 4 back points coming there, and as she extends the lead, it's 7-1. That's going to be Ranieri's choice, going neutral, and very, very smart decision by going neutral. She's been so dominant on her feet and been dominant from the top position. Like, you know, working on that offense, it's a great decision. I do like that decision for her.
Yeah, we saw that in the semis, that she also really worked well in neutral. So that is indeed a very intelligent decision from Ranieri there to go neutral.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things that you got to look at for your girls. You got to understand, like, where they're really, and even with the boys too, you got to understand where they're really good in, and you as a coach have that opportunity to be able to choose if they can be successful in one position. This is something that they're going to continue to work on.
As both girls go out of bounds here.
I believe, little shout out to Anthony Carita from the head coach of Somerville for the boys side of things is making an appearance today here for the girls finals. Shout out to Anthony Carita over there. So I give him a thumbs up. No, he was a high school teammate of mine, so, you know, we covered him earlier in the year a couple of times, and, you know, great kid, great family, and he's here supporting the girls team that has been successful here today. And now they'll go out of bounds. Minute 10 left to go in the third, and now it's kind of like slowing down a little bit. You can tell like the momentum is slowing down a little bit for both girls.
Yeah.
And I think now at this point, like Ranieri is just definitely doing what she can now, just to wrestle defensive and just let Peak make a mistake.
Yeah, both girls are probably exhausted also too from all day. The fatigue of going through an entire tournament is probably getting them a little bit, and that's what making the pace slow down. Oop, maybe not. I can see that. You see a shot there. And right back up to her feet. Ref says no points just yet. .37 seconds left in the third here. Peak's got to do something here to get some momentum back and try and jumpstart her score. She's got to get at least 2 takedowns here.
Well, really what she could do is get a throw here, and then she would get the 3 takedown and 4 backs, but don't think that's going to happen here today, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it.
But, you know, she had to try to do something even, you know, in this kind of stage right here, but she was able to hang tough here for 6 minutes, and Ranieri from Roselle Park is going to be your champion here at 120 pounds of the North 2 Girls Region Finals. Congratulations to Ranieri of Roselle Park, and with 4 of those weight classes already done, with crowned North 2 Girls Region champions. We'd like to take the time to thank our title sponsor for today, Diesel Wrestling Academy. Attention wrestling fans, Diesel Wrestling Academy is a proud sponsor to sponsor the 2025 New Jersey North 2 Girls Region Finals here today at Union High School. Want to train like a champion? At Diesel, we provide elite wrestling instruction, strength and conditioning, and mindset, and a competitive environment designed to push you to the next level. A special offer, the first 5 people who message the word SAVAGE to our Instagram will receive 1 month of training at Diesel. No experience, just show up and work hard and experience the Diesel difference. Diesel Wrestling Academy. So, on a side note there, how do you become a sponsor? Well, all you have to do is just hit your logo here button with the red text, and also, or you can send an email to admin@GSHSW.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we can make you the star of the show. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Company's Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee. And we're getting ready here for the 126-pound final right here. And this is the girl that I talked about earlier today, Mark, with Emmy O'Reilly from Somerville, who's going to be facing up against another tough customer from Bloomfield, Madeline McLaughlin. And Bloomfield, along with Somerville and a few other of these teams today are very well represented here at the girls region tournament today. Indeed
they are. We saw Somerville earlier in the finals today. Now we got a second representative here
And coming up, later on, we'll have Kumar from Somerville, and we're going to be seeing a lot of other Bloomfield matches coming up right after this, and at 165, at 185, and at 235. So we got a lot of Bloomfield representation coming in, and Coach Smerich and the Bloomfield wrestling staff has been doing a phenomenal job getting this girls team really going. They're a really good girls team, this Bloomfield squad.
Yeah, I can see that from the representation in the tournament all day long. In the semifinals, they had, I think, good 3 or 4, and then we have these two in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they all qualify for states, and, you know, they'll be well represented down there on the girls' side of things. And, you know, the boys who competed in the District 9 tournament at Randolph yesterday, you know, have a couple region qualifiers, including the heavyweight there of Gabe McCulloch, who qualified and took second at heavyweight. One of the things I kind of want to look into, if we see McLaughlin go on top, I want to be able to see her do the Bloomfield tilt. And that's something that Bloomfield, and we've wrestled against Bloomfield over the years, and that's just something that they take a lot of pride in, with showing a tilt. And they're very well good at it for sure. And I kind of want to see that Bloomfield tilt happen. And it might happen, but does not look like that's going to happen here with 25 seconds left to go in the first. And a Russian arm tie given there by McLaughlin.
Like I said, I feel like both girls here are filling each other out a little bit. I'm not 100% sure, but no shots really taken so far. Just trying to see what advantages both girls could get as the start of the second period comes up.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be something different. I mean, you know, they don't want to make anything too mistake-free. They don't want to make any too many mistakes and, you know, costing themselves a region title. And, you know, they'll be content going into the second period with a score of 0-0, and McLaughlin's going to go bottom to start the second period. The other thing, too, that we've talked about early, you know, throughout the season, too, anytime that a match is tied up at 0, the biggest thing you want to do is go bottom first. If it is your choice, you don't want to defer. And 9 times out of 10, you know, you'll see a lot of coaches that will take advantage of that, because if this match goes into the ultimate ride-out, then, you know, that person in the ultimate ride-out has that last choice of who scored first. So
Right.
So that was a good choice there by Coach Smarich and his coaching staff by having McLaughlin go bottom first to see if she can get out. But Horale is really good from the top position, as we've seen throughout the day today. McLaughlin, who's also a tough customer for the Bengals as well.
Horale there, I think, is trying to go for she's got the wrist locked up there. She's trying to hit something. Yeah, she's got that wrist locked in tight and is going for switching that arm behind her back.
The big thing is I kind of wish that we got to see a lot more. Like in college, you'll see riding time, and I hope that kind of becomes a thing in high school wrestling for the future. I think if you're riding your opponent on top for a long period of time, I think you should be rewarded some kind of point for it. And not getting the points there is Horale. She throws in the arm bar. That's like the girls' favorite today. We've seen a lot of them throw in arm bars, double arm bars today. They just love doing them.
It's because they're effective. Effective at what they do.
They very much are, and it's going to get stoppage right there. Going to get 4 back points on top of that, and a stoppage right there for potentially dangerous. 4-0, Horale leads with 30 seconds left to go in the second period.
Not sure you're going to be able to see your Bloomfield tilt unless McCollum goes on top at all. I'm not sure if that's going to happen today.
Well, it depends on like where Horale decides to go in the third period. That's going to be something. But don't forget, we also have 3 other Bloomfield representatives coming up, you know, later on. So there'll still be some plenty of opportunities to be able to see it.
That's very true, actually. I kind of forgot about that. We have more Bloomfield representation coming up there. So, yeah, you might be able to see it.
But just as I said, depends on where Horale goes, if she's going to go bottom or if she's going to take neutral, which is something that we have seen be effective today in girls wrestling. And that's going to be the end of 2 periods with a 4-0 lead here for Emmy Horale from Somerville.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if she goes neutral.
Yep, she indicated neutral, and as you said, Mark, you know, not a surprise right there. Wants to get her offense going, wants to work up on a bonus point. You know, put that exclamation point on the victory as you just qualified for the region, you know, the states coming up. It's going to get stoppage right there. I think we're going to get some blood time. So we get some blood stoppage right there. Let's go ahead and talk about our social media. You can follow us on social media on Facebook at GardensAHSWrestling.com, on X at GardensAHSW, and on Instagram at GardensAHSWrestling. And like and subscribe down low on our YouTube page, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's what we call GardensAHSWrestling.com. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site. And we'll get ourselves here as we're cleaning up some blood right here.
I think during that little tie-up, they might have clipped noses, and that was tough to see, but they might have clipped noses, and I think that's what's causing the bleeding a little bit. But it might not be that. Might be just from earlier action, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that you see often, and they're taping up on Hirale's the arm right there, her right arm, so it might be a little bit of some blood or a cut right there that they want to make sure that they get protection on, and she'll go right back into the center. And McLaughlin as well, so they'll both get the underway here. As the official says, clock, clock, clock. That's something that you also got to know in the sport of wrestling, too. If you're not on top of the clock, the crowd is for you.
Yeah, the crowd will let you know about it. That's for sure. We've seen that a few times throughout the season, that the clock gets messed up and you hear the crowd jeer about it.
Yeah, it's a very effective thing. I wouldn't want to work on the clock. I'm very much happy being a commentator here for NJSIAA.com. And McLaughlin tried to get in on something. It was a great attempt there by McLaughlin, but Hirale just was able to use the strength of her hips and was able to hip heist over to get the takedown. 7-0, she extends the lead.
Yeah, used her own, McLaughlin's own momentum against her there and flipped her right back on against the takedown and get 3 points.
And she'll go out of bounds here and get right to the center of the mat. With 1:05 left to go in the third period.
Harley almost had her head slammed against the mat, though. That was close.
And she gets the escape. There's McLaughlin. It's got to get something going here with under a minute left to go in the third. And some excitement going on there on the mat 3 over there. Looking like that we got a winner at 126 in the third place matchup.
McLaughlin's got to do something here. You got to get aggressive here. Got to go for a shot. But she's not.
Yeah, she's got to get something going here. Another 30 left to go.
There she goes. There's a shot attempt there, but well defended by Harley. Was it Harley or am I butchering?
Harley, yeah.
Harley, okay, I apologize for that.
Harley, I believe. Harley, I believe it is. So.
Apologies for that.
And a takedown right there for her. Sends it 10-1. And that will put the exclamation point on the victory as Emmy Hirale from Somerville is your North 2 Girls Region Champion at 126 pounds. Congratulations to her and congratulations to Somerville for having a champion recognized on the day. We'll go ahead, we'll talk about how do you become a sponsor? Do you want to know? Sponsorship opportunities are available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you do that? Look for the Your Local Here button on your team's page or send an email to admin at GSHSW.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours and we can definitely make you the star of the show. I know we're towards the end of the season. I know we got a lot of postseason stuff coming up, but we can definitely help you out for next year so that way we can get you the best recognition that you deserve for wrestling, whether it's boys or girls. We are the premier high school wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. No question about it as we get here to the 132 final here for South Plainfield. We have Eva Altamirano, and for Bloomfield, Rihanna Knoll. And Altamirano is a really good representation here for a very well-known wrestling program at South Plainfield, and is representing the sport of wrestling for the girls' side very well is Eva, excuse me.
Yeah, this one should be a good one here. South Plainfield's very much well known across the state of New Jersey, but so is Bloomfield. See about these girls here who represent their programs.
Yeah, I mean, South Plainfield has had a historic boys team for such a long time, and now they're building up on their girls team. And this year they've been doing a little bit better this year. Have been building back up the program a little bit after being down for the last couple of years, but they're building back up, and they're a great team, very well coached.
Right. Good coaching does wonders in this sport. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at Dave Bell from head coach Dave Bell of North Hunterdon. He's turned that North Hunterdon program around. Not that they weren't good already, but now they've exceeded expectations going in to, you know, the postseason and before even that. You know, they were expected to be like, you know, not a bottom team, but they were, you know, to be a decent, you know, solid team. But they exceed expectations when they beat Phillipsburg not once but twice, especially in the Group 4 finals last weekend.
Yeah, both upsets, huge upsets. I was there for the first one at North Hunterdon. I was there for that.
Great match there for both the teams, and under a minute left to go with Altamirano and Noel here all tied up at 0.
Big shove there from Altamirano there. As both women lock up here and separate once more. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Coaches, excuse me. Telling them they got 20 seconds left on the clock here.
Yeah, the coaches definitely gets into the matches just as much as the wrestlers do, and it's great to see how great this sport really is. And we're going to stop it right there. I believe they're just going to have a bit of a discussion right here as far as the hands go. So he's not going to give a point to either wrestler. He's just going to have a quick discussion about it, and they'll get right back into the center. And that's the end of one period. We're all tied up at 0.
I think he wanted to say how they were bopping heads a little bit too much there, and they wanted to make sure that nobody, you know, if you keep going like that, he was going to have to do something about it.
Yeah, and just working on offense too. I mean, neither one has really come close to a takedown or taking a shot yet, so that's also, I'm sure that was also part of the discussion as well.
I'm sure there's always something. We get a good mat return there by Altamirano. Altamirano going to go on top here. Trying to use her legs here and use her weight to, as they both ladies go out of bounds.
Doing a good job here, riding from top is Altamirano of South Plainfield.
She's been doing a good job riding this whole time.
Yeah, the surprising thing is that she hasn't really come close to a turn yet.
Neither woman really has. Honestly, neither woman has been close enough to getting a takedown and getting a shot here.
Yeah, the same thing as far as, you know, getting in on a shot either, so neither one has really been so offensive here, so.
Sometimes that happens, though. Sometimes you get those defensive matches that are long, drawn-out struggles there between the two women or men.
It's one of the first times this year that I've really seen a score, if it holds up like this with two, you know, after 2 periods all tied up at 0. We haven't seen much of that this year as we have in years past.
Well, that's because of the rule changes. The rule changes encourage the aggressiveness of the wrestlers here. You know, 3 points instead of 2 points for a takedown, and etc. That's the big one. But yeah, 0-0 score with 16 seconds left in the second is kind of surprising.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. They'll go out of bounds here. We have 10 seconds left to go in the second period.
So just because the score doesn't say it doesn't mean that there hasn't been intensity.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a defensive match between both wrestlers, and Noelle is, you know, in a tough Altamirano wrestler that she really is, has been hanging in tight and hasn't been turned yet here. So it's been nice to see her be able to hold on to a really tough place winner, who was a state place winner from a year ago, and tying her all up at 0 still. And it's going to be Altamirano's choice, and I'll be curious to see what Noelle decides to do right here. I know the Bloomfield coaches are indicating to cut her, and that's something that she is going to do. And, you know, the strategy behind that is just making sure that, you know, even with a tied matchup here at 0, it gives you 2 minutes to work on a takedown instead of trying to ride and turn, because it's very hard to ride something from top. So I think it was a very good decision there to give it a try, even if she does get taken down, in which she does. 4-0 lead for Altamirano, 15 seconds into the third.
There's some of that scoring we were talking about. Took us a little bit, but we got there.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time of year now, you know. A lot of these wrestlers are very well known for one another. You know, the best of the best is competing with one another. It's not like, you know, you're going to like a downtown school or whatever. Now you're competing the best in the state at this point, especially in your own region. And then going into Atlantic City next week, you're going to be doing the same thing too. And a stalling warning there on Ultima Morano, so the first one of this bout.
It's the best wrestlers on the best network. You know who would like this bout so far is John Kovac. He loves defensive matches that are back and forth, that are intense.
Yeah, I do too. I've always been a big fan of them, a big supporter of them. Because then it makes everything interesting, like who's going to make the mistake first.
Very much indeed. It makes it interesting to see who's gonna make that little slip up, that little tiny slip up. As I think Ultramar is going to get some back points here.
She gets the pin right there, as we talked about. With 36 seconds left to go in the third, and Eva Altamirano of South Plainfield is your 2025 North 2 Region champion here at 132 pounds. Congratulations to Eva, and congratulations to South Plainfield for a very well represented day today. But take anything away from Noelle, who hung in there tight for almost a full 6-minute match.
Yeah.
Follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And like and subscribe down below, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com, your team, your county, and your site. Today's title sponsor is Diesel Wrestling Academy, located in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Attention wrestling fans. Diesel Wrestling Academy is proud to sponsor the 2025 North 2 Girls Region Tournament today here at Union High School. So want to train like a champion? At Diesel, we provide elite wrestling instruction, strength and conditioning, mindset training, and a competitive environment designed to push you to the next level. Special offer: the first 5 people who message the word Savage to our Instagram will receive 1 month free of training at Diesel. No commitment, just show up, work hard, and experience the Diesel difference. Diesel Wrestling Academy. Thank you for your title sponsor today, bringing us the action here for all the girls regions that we have today. We're here at Union High School. We're also at the Central Girls Region Tournament at East Brunswick, and we're also down about 3 hours away, maybe less than that, down in Abscami as well, for the South Girls Region Tournament Finals. So if you want to tune into either one of those 2 finals, please go ahead and do so.
South Jersey is definitely known for their wrestling.
Yes, they are, and so is North Jersey too.
All of Jersey is known for wrestling, really. Jersey's probably, they're one of the top 2, and I don't think they're number 2 in wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely right up there. I think Pennsylvania is one of the closest ones. I would think Pennsylvania might be in the top 5 range along with Jersey. But coming up here at 138 pounds, we have Sonia Queen of St. Thomas Aquinas, who's going to be facing up against Mariana Pisicki from Bayonne. For the first time we're seeing St. Thomas Aquinas today, and as well as Bayonne as well too. Not the first time, but the first time as far as qualifying for the finals here, as both wrestlers fill each other out to start off the first period.
Early hand fighting here to start out.
She's near the takedown right there is Pisicki. And seeing if she can try and get something going there is Pisicki, and Queen gonna get in on a takedown, near it at least, and she hops right back on top and gets the 3 takedown, leads at 3-0.
She wanted those back points though. You could kind of tell. Almost a frustrated turn back under her front.
Yeah, I think she was caught off guard a little bit and just wanted to be able to get back on top, and we get into the center of the mat here for both wrestlers. 3-0 lead here for Bazicki of Bayonne. Or excuse me, Queen of St. Thomas Aquinas, who leads over Bazicki of Bayonne.
About the 3-1. Yep, makes it 3-1. She gets the escape there.
As both wrestlers are continuing to feel each other out, they're not willing to give up anything here, as Queen has been the aggressor, but Bazicki has been, you know, doing what she could too, and she just needs to continue to hang in there with Queen.
That's exactly what she's doing. Hanging in there as we got 22 seconds left in the first period with 3-1 score. I'd qualify that as hanging in there.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I know it's early in the first period right now. You know, we can come back and say, like, you know, after 3 periods and see what she's doing. But she gets out of balance right here with about 9 seconds left to go in the first. And Queen will go into the second period here with a 3-1 lead. After 1 period, it's going to be, I believe it's going to be, well, here's the flip of the coin, so it's going to be Bazicki's choice. She's going to defer, and Queen is going to go bottom. There's some excitement over there in the third place match at 138 pounds.
We have talking to Bazicki about something here. Taking the time to wear down her opponent here, maybe wear her down a little bit, try to get some, and then sneak get some offense towards the end.
She's trying to break down the pace there on Queen. And bringing her back down to the match. She's got control of the leg, but she loses control of it and she gets out. Makes it 4-1 now with Queen in the lead.
Almost had the mat return there, but Queen using her athleticism there to shake free. Impossible, a shot attempt there from Bazicki.
See what she can do here as we approach the 1 minute mark left in the second period.
Another takedown there for Queen, and she now leads 7-1. Excuse me. I think it's 7-2 now. Suzuki gets the escape here. Now Bazicki here has got to do something here to figure out and get some aggression or get some offense ready to go. That's what she's got to do if she wants to come back in this match with 28 seconds left in the second.
Yeah, I think she'll get that. I think that's just something that you just got to continue to work on as best as you possibly can. And I think we're going to get to that end right there. I think we got 15 seconds left to go.
Spinorama there from Queen, and Bazicki gets the takedown. Oh, ref says no.
Yep, nope, nothing yet, because it was a whizzer that was thrown in there at the very last second. If she didn't throw in the whizzer, I would say Bazicki would have gotten the takedown, but she just threw in the whizzer right at the buzzer, and it barely just threw it, and it was also saved by the bell, so I don't know if she would have gotten it right at the buzzer anyway.
Some members of the crowd are barking things.
Yeah, they're really getting into it for this match.
I'm not sure if you should be telling the coach what to do, but
it's the escape is Bazicki. 7-3 lead here she has.
And she goes for another shot attempt here. Queen, though, doing a great job keeping those legs straight and defending the takedown attempt here.
Yeah, she's been doing great on this.
All the wrestlers really have. Like, if you've seen a lot of good defensive wrestling here from all the girls here today.
And a three-point takedown right there by Queen. 10-2, she leads this. With a minute 15 left to go in the third.
Stall warning there for Queen. Who's getting first stall warning of the bout.
And 6 left to go here in the third.
Suzuki's got to be able to get free here. And she does. Gets the 1 point for escape there. Right back up to neutral. We've got 58 seconds left here in the third. As both women lock up once again.
.45 seconds left to go in this third period here. 10-4 advantage right here for Queen of St. Thomas Aquinas over Pasicki of Bayonne.
Zicky's got to realize she's only got 30-something seconds left before she's got to be aggressive here.
Yeah, because the throw could potentially win it for her, and nothing gonna happen there as Queen gets a takedown. 13-4, she leads this with about 20 seconds left to go in the third period.
Well, Queen knows that Pasicki's got to be the aggressor here, and she's using that to her advantage and able to get the points that she needs to basically run away with this here.
And I think she'll do just that and be able to run out of here with a 13-4 major decision win for St. Thomas Aquinas, as Queen is your 138-pound champion here of the North 2 Girls Region Finals. Congratulations to her as we get ourselves ready for the 145-pound weight class. So not too much left to go. Let's go ahead and let's talk about our social media. Follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And don't forget to like and subscribe down low on our page today and our streams, any of our 3 streams that we have going on today. Hit the notification bell as well, too, so that way you can get the best high school wrestling coverage that you can possibly get. It's what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com, your team, your county, and your site.
Girls' weight cast is still slipping you up a little bit every now and again, huh? We're so used to the boys.
And coming in here at 145 pounds, we have Valeria Ramirez of Elizabeth, who's going to be facing up against Kayla Ritzdorf from Metuchen. Coming up here after 145 pounds, we have 152, we have 165, 185, and 235. So really not much more left of wrestling to see here today.
That doesn't mean we ain't got more left to go, though. We got some amazing, they've got the boys regional finals next weekend, and then Atlantic City. Still a lot of amazing wrestling here to go.
Yep.
You'll see it all here on Garden State HS.
Well, you'll see the boys regions, especially as with states will. We're not going to be streaming that because NJ.com normally does, but, we'll look to maybe get some coverage down there and see what we can do to help out with the state tournament. And you see here with Ritzdorf, who gets Ramirez stuck to her back. And she gets the pin right here at 145 pounds and is your region champion here at the North 2 Girls Region Finals here at Union High School at 145 pounds. Congratulations to Kayla Ritzdorf of Metuchen, who was your region champion, and good luck to both ladies going into Atlantic City coming up in the next 2 weeks. Less than that, really, at this point.
Yeah, that was a really, really fast pin there.
Fastest one that we've seen here today.
Yeah.
Today's title sponsor is Diesel Wrestling Academy, located in North Brunswick, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 732-318-2678, or you can send them an email to dieselwrestlingacademy@gmail.com. So attention wrestling fans. Diesel Wrestling Academy is the proud sponsor of the 2025 North 2 Girls Regional Finals here at Union High School. So want to train like a champion at Diesel, we provide elite wrestling instruction, strength and conditioning, mindset training, and a competitive environment designed to push you to the next level. Special offer. So the special offer for today is the first 5 people who message the word Savage to our Instagram will receive 1 month free of training at Diesel. No commitment, just show up, work hard, and experience the Diesel difference. Diesel Wrestling Academy. We're here at Union High School, bringing you the action here of the North 2 Girls Region Finals. James Clarke alongside here with Mark Sirdashney. And coming up here at 152 pounds, we have Ava Forster-Hasel of Roselle Park, who will be facing up against NJSIAA Kumar from Somerville.
Now, looking at her singlet, it's a little different than the usual Somerville singlets, huh? I'm used to the orange and black, but a little bit of pink this time, huh?
Yeah, that's they've definitely been wearing some pink today from what I've seen. It's nice to see them being able to do that, and it's great to see them being able to support breast cancer awareness and cancer awareness and all that. So that's great to see. Which we'll be having, obviously we do our All-Stars charity match every year, so we'll have that later on in the off-season once the season, obviously after the regular season ends, and Don Brower will be taking care of all that. And speaking of, Don Brower is at Vernon today for the North 1 Girls Region Finals. They're not live streaming or anything, but taking in on interviews with every Girls Region champion there at Vernon Township High School. So if you want to keep your eye on that. We're also at the Central Jersey Girls Region Tournament at East Brunswick with John Kovacs there on the call if you want to tune into that. And we're also at Absgami down for the South Girls Region Finals. So if you want to tune into either one of those, please go ahead and do that.
Central Jersey exists, people. Central Jersey exists.
And while we're waiting here, let's go ahead. Let's talk about how do you become a sponsor. Do you own a local business? Become a sponsor. We still have some sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you do that? Look for the Your Logo Here button on your team's page, or you can send an email to admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we can definitely make you the star of the show. I know we're at the end of the season, but I promise you we are the premier high school wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. So going into next year, if you want us to come on out and be able to bring the crew, we've got multiple crews. We've done a lot of different streams this year. We can definitely help you out and give you the best wrestling recognition that we can possibly give. Is what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com.
I think we're still waiting on the consolation match to finish up here. It looks like over there they got some blood time going. I believe they run it similar to the way Kittatinny did it or yesterday, where they wait for the consolation match to finish up before they go into the next weight class.
Yeah, they do. They do that often.
You got to have some bonus coverage because of that, actually.
You could, absolutely.
Yeah, I was there yesterday, and what we did is that we panned our camera over to the other mat, and that's how we covered those a little bit. So because when we do that, the winner of the consolation matches also will go on to next week.
Yep, absolutely, and they take in the top 3 girls finalists here at the regions, which is the way that the boys region used to be back in the day.
Back when you were wrestling?
Yep, and it was like that for years, and then they changed it my senior year of high school, and they realigned everything, and the good old Wallkill Valley region ended, which had a lot of great teams from Sussex and Warren for many, many years, and now many of them are so sporadically around, and now it's kind of hard to keep up where everybody is now. So
miss that old system, and you miss that old system?
Yeah, no, I do. I do miss seeing like the local rivalries, and maybe someday they'll get back into that swing thing. Maybe they'll do that for like a year or something like that. But 1 year they'll do it because they now realign. They realign the districts and regions every single year now. They just passed that in the off season. So now going into next year, they'll realign all the different teams. They'll take out some teams in certain regions and place them in other regions, and that's what they'll be doing going into next, during the off season.
So they do that kind of like how the Premier League does it, but maybe minus the do they do it by school size?
Well, the goal is just really to give the best competition for all the wrestlers as possible. So that's really what the mindset of it is. And plus, you want to keep all the districts to have an even number of districts as best as you possibly can.
Right.
Because I know in the old District 1 with Phillipsburg, Hackettstown, Warren Hills, that old district back in the day, that was one of the smallest districts in the state. So, whereas like everyone else was like roughly around like 9 or 10, so they try to do that to even out the playing field as best as they can.
Yeah. Like I said, we're still waiting on the consolation match to finish up here. You'll be able to hear the excitement, I'm sure, over the crowd.
Let's go to the social media. So while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead. Let's talk about our social media. You can follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube page, whether we have any upcoming live streams coming up or anything of that nature. We could definitely being able to see and tune into all the streaming sites that we have going on, as well as our podcast coming up, is what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com, your team, your county, and your site.
I know we've also got a ton of new stuff planned for next season as well, so that's all the more reason to subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely. As I've said many times, and Donald J. Brower said it numerous times too, we're a premier high school wrestling team. It's coverage in New Jersey. There's no one that can compare it to us with how much wrestling coverage that we get. And now we'll get into that conclusion there of that constellation match there. Now we'll get into the finals here at 152. Again, we have for Roselle Park, we have Ava Foster Huzzle from Roselle Park and Angelos Kumar from Somerville.
That Conti match was pretty intense. That went down on the wire. Let's see if this match will be just as intense.
Yeah, I think so. I think it will definitely bring a lot of excitement, and Kumar, definitely a good wrestler here for the Pioneers.
Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and they'll get themselves started here.
I think.
As they now have the official announcement, they'll be able to do that. And we'll get ourselves started here. We're going to get the ankle bracelets on. We have Kumar of Somerville in the red and Roselle Park in the green there for Foster Housel. And the match underway here at 152 pounds. And after this one, there's only 3 more bouts left to go.
Both wrestlers locking up here early. Big collar and elbow tie up.
As we have some hand fighting going on here for both wrestlers.
Using their base strength there to push each other back and forth here early on.
She has the underhook thrown in there. Is Foster Housel. Getting on that takedown and the back points is Kumar. Can she give Somerville another champion on the day with his headlock finish? And it does. Kumar of Somerville is your 152-pound champion here at the North 2 Girls Region Tournament Finals with 3 more bouts to go. What a great way there to walk out of the Union High School gym to get out on top, and a great job of wrestling there for Kumar of Somerville. Today's title sponsor is Diesel Wrestling Academy. Attention wrestling fans, Diesel Wrestling Academy is the proud sponsor of the 2025 North 2 Girls Region Finals. And want to train like a champion? At Diesel, we provide elite wrestling instruction, strength and conditioning, mindset training, and a competitive environment designed to push you to the next level. The special offer for today is the first 5 people who message the word Savage to our Instagram will receive 1 month free of training at Diesel. No commitment, just show up, work hard, and experience the Diesel difference. The Diesel Wrestling Academy. Thank you for your title sponsor for today. If you own a local business, just like with Diesel Wrestling Academy, become a sponsor. We still have some sponsorship opportunities that are available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you do that? Look for the Your Logo Here button on your team page, or you can send an email to admin@GardenStageWrestling.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we can make you the star of the show at GardenStageWrestling.com. Today's podcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Company's Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. I'm James Clarke here alongside with Mark Sirdashney. We're coming up here at 165 pounds now, where we'll be having from St. Thomas Aquinas the top seed of Michaela Decker, who's going to be facing up against Reno Porcillo from Bloomfield. Another St. Thomas Aquinas representative here today in the finals, along with another Bloomfield wrestler who was the third one on the day.
Still haven't seen your Bloomfield tilt, though. A little surprised.
Well, we'll see it here. You never know. You'll see it shortly. You got 2 more other ones coming up, too, with Sanchez and Sanchez and Quamina, who's going to be coming up shortly as well, too. So really after this, there's only 2 more finals left to go. And the match is underway. And a takedown right there by Porcillo, excuse me. Leads it 3-0.
Early momentum, we should get some on her back.
Yeah, she was trying to look up a cradle right there. Is Porcillo, and we'll see if she can get something like that coming her way.
That was a big roll through there for her.
And she's going to try that ball and chain move right there. Is Porcillo, and she's got some back points coming here on Decker. She gets in on a front headlock position, is Porcillo, but now trying to turn in and throwing in a half right there is Decker. But she gets the reversal, makes it now 7-2, under a minute left to go in the first. And Porcillo trying to see if she can get out from underneath of Decker. A 7-2 lead here for Porcillo. Excuse me, now it's 7-6 now after that takedown right there.
Yeah, that was a quick sequence of events there, making it 7-6 already.
Yeah, she's it's the difference with the scoring now, the new scoring system. Makes things a big difference right there.
And right back to her feet. Ooh, they both go out of bounds.
Well, a stall warning there on Decker, the first one of this match here.
Fast-paced, intense action here early in the first period. 5 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, definitely has been something already high scoring, and that's going to be the end of 1 period with a 7-6 lead here for Porcillo of Bloomfield.
Definitely a bit of a shock considering some of the first periods we've seen today have been very low scoring. A lot of, 1-2, and we had that one match that went 0-0 all the way up to the second.
Yeah, I mean, that does happen often.
This is the first real, high scoring and match that we've had.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened for a lot of years, too, so it definitely makes a big difference when you change the score of wrestling.
Extra scoring was a lot different back when you were wrestling compared to now, so.
Yeah, some things have definitely changed, and definitely the level of competition has definitely changed for, obviously for, the better, but there's definitely a lot more that they offer nowadays, and trying to get in on a Peterson there is Decker, but she's going to get the reversal there, and get the reversal, lead it 8-7, the first one of this match. And she's going to get in, and she's going to get Petrillo stuck to her back right there. She might be able to get the pin right here. And she might get something here. And she gets a pin. Decker, Michaela Decker of St. Thomas Aquinas is your region champion at 165 pounds. Congratulations to her on a great job there today. And good luck to both girls going into their state tournament, going in from less than 2 weeks from now.
That was intense.
Follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and Instagram GardenStateHSWrestling, and like and subscribe down low on our YouTube page, and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com, your teams, your counties, and your site. Your local business, why don't you go ahead and become a sponsor? We still have some sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you do that? Look for your logo here button in the red text in the black box that you see on the right-hand side of your screen on your team's page, or you can send an email to admin at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we can definitely make you the star of the show of GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We are the premier high school wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. There's no question about it, and it's great to be here at the North 2 Girls Region Finals here today at Union High School. James Clarke alongside here with Mark Sirdashney. We're here at 185 pounds as we're finishing up on the Constellation third place match up there on mat 3. We're coming up here at 185 pounds for Bloomfield. Yep, you guessed it, another Bloomfield wrestler. We have Leslie Sanchez of Bloomfield and Brianna Sandoval from Boundbrook.
You definitely hear some excitement going over there from the consolation matches. A lot of cheering and a lot of teams supporting a lot of girls supporting their teammates.
While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead. Let's talk about our title sponsor, Diesel Wrestling Academy. They're located in North Brunswick, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 732-318-2678, or you can send them an email to dieselwrestlingacademy@gmail.com. Attention wrestling fans, Diesel Wrestling Academy is the proud sponsor of the 2025 North 2 Girls Region Finals here today. Want to train like a champion? At Diesel, we provide elite wrestling instruction, strength and conditioning, mindset training, and a competitive environment designed to push you to the next level. Special offer for today, the first 5 people who message the word Savage to our Instagram will receive 1 free month of training at Diesel. No commitment, just show up, work hard, and experience the Diesel difference. Diesel Wrestling Academy. Thank you for your title sponsor for today, as well as our main live stream sponsors, Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, the Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. I'm James Clarke here with Mark Sirdashney at Union High School, bringing you the action of the North 2 Girls Region Finals. And as I said earlier, we'll be coming up here at 185 pounds momentarily, where we have, for Bloomfield, it's Leslie Sanchez and Brianna Sandoval from Boundbrook.
Ooh, big mat return in the consolation match there.
He gets the fall right there. That's at 165. So here we go. We'll get started here at 185 pounds.
As we get the official announcement here of the match.
As we get started here, we have the medals being handed out to all of our region place winners. Congratulations to all of those who qualified for states going into next week.
Now, if I remember correctly, the first match you and I covered was a match at Brown Brook.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It was over in early December. It was at Brown Brook and Immaculata, one of the first matches, if not the first dual match of the season that we covered together. And
Great matchup right there for Bound Brook and, for Immaculata as well, too, who's been building up on their program, being a young team that they are, and a newly formed team as well.
We should expect some high intensity here from both these wrestlers.
Yeah, I think so. I think we definitely will, and we'll see if that Bloomfield tilt does happen. I can't leave here today without seeing a Bloomfield tilt.
I'm still waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm excited to see it.
It will come. Maybe here it will. And the match is underway. Sandoval from Bound Brook and Sanchez of Bloomfield. And a quick takedown right there by Sandoval, who is just 3-0.
Did we see Sandoval in the match we covered together? I believe we did.
Yeah, I think so. It was one of those girl wrestlers I believe we did see. She leads at 3-0.
I don't remember if she won her match. Or her bout. I don't remember if she won her bout or not. I'm not 100% sure. But let's see if she can win the one here in the finals.
3-0 lead here for Sandoval of Bound Brook. With 1:15 left to go in the first period.
Sanchez getting the escape now that makes it 3-1.
Let's see if she can get on the shot right there. Is Sandoval, and she gets a shot right there. Takes the takedown, extends the lead. It's 6-1.
Just using her sheer intensity of that throw there to get the takedown. And she's going to get some back points here.
Yep, and she might even get the stick, and she does. Sandoval from Bound Brook is your girls region champion here at the North 2 Girls Region Tournament here at 185 pounds. Congratulations to her, and congratulations to Bound Brook having a region champ given on the day. Because we have one more final left to go, coming up at 2:35, and look at her celebrating with her coaching staff as well too, and Coach Kakis as well too.
Both great coaches that we met earlier in the year.
Yeah, they definitely are. I'm sure they're very pumped about it. Do you own a local business? Become a sponsor. Sponsorship opportunities are available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you do that? Look for the Your Logo Here button, as you can see in the red text in the black box on the right-hand side of the screen on your team's page, or you can send an email to admin@GuardsCHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we'll make you the star of the show. Follow us on social media on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling, and like and subscribe down low on our YouTube page, and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site. It's what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com, the premier high school wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. And we'll get back here to as they're finishing up the consolation match here on the third mat over there on mat 3. Coming up here, we have Sahare Cremina from Bloomfield and Yasmin Garcia from Rahway, the first Rahway wrestler that we've seen in the finals today.
You know, it's amazing that even the consolation matches are even just as intense, if not more, than some of the finals today. You can hear the cheers from the crowd. Gotta love the sport of wrestling, no matter what section of the field you may be in. You're gonna get supported. That's just how we are here.
And yep, we're getting ready here for the final match here. We have the consolation match going on here still for 185. And we'll get ourselves started momentarily at the conclusion of that one.
like I was talking about, some of the consolation matches have been just as intense as the finals have been, honestly.
Yeah, you know what it is too. It's like that with the boys regions from way back in the day, like the top 3 finishers going, and that meaning of that third place match definitely meant intensity. And if you won, you qualified for states. If you lost, then you're out for the year. So I mean, that definitely does bring a lot of momentum, brings a lot of adrenaline to the sport. And for girls regions as well too, because as a whole, it's hard to get down to Atlantic City, as you know, or as I know. Never was a great wrestler in that aspect, but knowing people that did, had some friends that did qualify, and he said it was not the easiest thing in the world to do. Sport of wrestling is not easy as a whole.
Yeah, no kidding. You got a lot of intensity, a lot of training and conditioning that you got to do to be able to keep up. It's definitely not easy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. As they go into the third period.
And while I was not a high school wrestler, I do know many people that were. One of my close friends in Phillipsburg, his name is Bryce. He's actually one of their coaches now.
Bryce Parenti, right?
Yes.
Yep, I went to college with him, actually.
Yes, yes, I know Bryce Parenti very well.
Yep, he actually student taught at the school that I used to work at in East Stroudsburg for 2 years. And, I remember him. He was student teaching with one of the gym teachers there. Nice kid, great wrestler in his own right. And now, as you said, he's one of the assistant coaches there. So, he's definitely bringing back a lot of knowledge. And, seeing like these former wrestlers that we've seen in our time growing up, going back and being able to provide to their alma mater or somewhere else is great to see.
Yeah, it really is. It's all in the family in wrestling, and we all love that here. You go down from being a wrestler, you go to get some experience, and then you go right back to the school that you were at.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I've seen a lot of people do that over the years and have taken over programs, and they've definitely have done a phenomenal job taking over programs. And it's great to see that they still, pay back their dues to being in the sport of wrestling. And, even with me, too, being a commentator here at GSHSW.com and seeing all the different nuances of wrestling and different styles is, definitely something that brings a lot to the table, where I've gotten a lot of experience to see so many different styles of wrestling. And, you know just by watching which ones are the strongest, which ones are the ones that need a little bit more work and don't heavily focus on it as much. So
I've just learned a lot just through my whole first year here at Garden State High School Wrestling. I've learned so much just about the whole sport and the ins and outs of certain techniques and what you do and all the moves and stuff like that. I've learned a ton, not just from you, but from everybody here. And it's been a great time.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a sport, as I always refer to it as, it's a sport that you have to acquire a taste for. It's not a sport for everybody, but for those that do tune in, and wrestling fans and non-wrestling fans, and just seeing like their sons and daughters, or potentially, their nieces and nephews or grandkids, whatever, they have that opportunity to be able to tune all over, where we're at. And now we'll get started here at the 235 weight class here after the conclusion of that third place match. As I said earlier, it'll be coming up with for Shirari Kwamina from Bloomfield and Yasmin Garcia of Rahway. As I said earlier, the first time we're seeing Rahway here today.
First time in the finals, maybe hopefully a first champion for him.
And coming in here, we will get the start of the 235-pound weight class here again. We have we have Kwamina from Bloomfield, and for Rahway, it's Garcia from Rahway. And we'll get the shaking of the hands, and the match is underway. This should be a really good final here. I know Bloomfield's Kwamina is a really, really good heavyweight wrestler here for the girls' side of Bloomfield. It gives them their last opportunity for being a girls' region winner here.
Different look for Bloomfield this time. We were used to the black and the garnet. Now it's a little bit of gray and white too.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen that today, actually.
Yeah.
There's no advantage there for either wrestler, so we're all still tied up at 0. seen, she's in a front headlock. She's leaning on the head right there on Garcia is Quimina.
I think she lost her her strap there on the bottom. But the refs know which girl is each.
And she's got in on a shot, but not a very good shot right there by Quimina. And spinning from behind is Garcia. She's going to finish up on the takedown, and she gets the takedown. It makes it 3-0. And she's going to try to bring down Quimina. A nice little mat return right there, but it got caught for locked hands. Is Garcia, so that will be a point there for Quimina. And the Bloomfield coach caught that right away.
Referee deciding to pocket the red leg band there.
Yeah, I think at this point, really, you know, it's the end of the day. You've already gotten the takedown, and you already know who's leading. You already got the one ankle bracelet on, so not much going there. And getting a reversal right there is Quimina. Now ties everything all up at 3, and she'll try to break down the base on Garcia.
Garcia doing a great job keeping that base, and as I say that, she goes down.
Yep, and she's running in on the cement job right there. We'll see if she can finish it. She's got the back points thrown in right now, or at least she'll have them coming. And nope, they're going to get stoppage right there for a potentially dangerous. They were looking right back at that arm and just making sure that that would, you know, stay perpendicular and not get too out of hand a little bit. Or at least parallel, excuse me.
Referee making sure that Garcia is okay. Coach yelling to Garcia, up, get your, trying to tell her to get her base back.
Yeah, that's what she's been doing. And, you know, after one period, we're all tied up here at 3 apiece. It's going to be Qumina's choice. She defers. Going to give Garcia the choice of choosing whether she wants to go bottom. And the coach, nope, the coach will say top. That's a very interesting decision right there for Garcia to choose top. But you know what? I was talking with a former, you know, last weekend at Howell High School. We were covering the New Jersey girls dual tournament there at Howell High School. And we had someone else that was on the call. His name was Rich Gildner, who was a state champion from Southern Regional. And he explained that, like, the girls, a lot of times you'll see them choose offense. And as you see them, they go out of bounds. And so it just makes sense that they choose top to go there.
Choosing offense and trying to be aggressive and take the points.
And she brings back Quimina down to the mat and trying to face her there. There's Quimina, and she's going to get the reversal and makes it now 5-3. And she'll throw in the power half.
You think we're going to see the Bloomfield tilt?
In this position, no, we're probably not going to, but she's throwing in something. She has other ideas. She has the claw thrown in. She's just going to check her back just a little bit. And she's going to get some back points coming her way right there. Might be able to get the pin right here if she can. And she's got the half Nelson thrown in. She gets the 4 back points given, so it makes it now 10-3. No, excuse me, 9-3. With 1:06 left to go in the second period. Jumping ahead of myself there a little bit, Mark.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's all right. We've been here all day. We've been exciting all day. A lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy action.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love covering the sport of wrestling because I love seeing the culture. I love being able to socialize with other people I've built relationships with. And the pin right there for Quimina may not have been the Bloomfield tilt, but either way, she got herself a region title here. Congratulations to Quimina of Bloomfield for being the region champion here today at 235 pounds. And good luck to both wrestlers going into the state tournament next weekend. Do you know a local business? Why don't you go ahead and become a sponsor? We still have some sponsorship opportunities available for streaming purposes and live stream coverage. So how do you do that? Look for the Your Logo Here button, as you can see in the red text in the black box. Or you can send an email to admin@NJSIAA.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we can definitely help make you the star of the show. So that way, for next season, we can definitely help make you the star of the show for anything that we do. So While we're doing that, let's go ahead and talk about our social media. You can follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling, and like and subscribe down low on our YouTube page and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's what we call GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We are the premier high school wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. There's no question about it. We also like to take the time to thank our title sponsor for today, Diesel Wrestling Academy, located in North Brunswick, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 732-318-2678, or you can send them an email to dieselwrestlingacademy@gmail.com. Attention wrestling fans, Diesel Wrestling Academy is the proud sponsor of the 2025 North 2 Girls Region Tournament here today. Want to train like a champion? At Diesel, we provide elite wrestling instruction, strength and conditioning, mindset training, and a competitive environment designed to push you at the next level. So the special offer, if you were one of the first 5 people to message the word Savage to our Instagram page, you will receive 1 free month of the training at Diesel. No commitment, just show up, work hard, and experience the Diesel difference. Diesel Wrestling Academy. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. As we take you here to the Harrington press box here, James Clarke alongside with Mark Sirdashney. Mark, great day of wrestling, great day of girls wrestling. You can just tell just from the beginning of the season to now and seeing how much girls wrestling has grown in the past 5-6 years and seeing them being able to compete just like what we see with the boys. Talk a little bit about your thoughts on what we saw here today.
It really is incredible over, like you said, the past 5-6 years, how much girls wrestling has grown from, just being 1 or 2 competitors on each team to now having a whole teams dedicated to them on different schools. And being able to compete in a tournament much like the boys like this and have their own group champions is really amazing. It really is.
Yeah, it really is, and it's great to see that the sport of wrestling, you see how much the girls get into the wrestling community. You could see that they love the sport. They live and breathe it. These are the girls that are working in the off season to get better each and every day. And, it's going to show in Atlantic City. We're going to probably see multiple state medalists going down to Atlantic City in the next 2 weeks from this tournament alone today. But, Mark, it was a pleasure calling the match with you today. Great job today. Really love calling it. This might be our last one that we're calling together. So thank you for everything that you've been able to do this season with me. But we're not going anywhere yet, folks. We still have the Boys Region Tournament coming up. Going into next Saturday, we'll be bringing you the broadcasts of Region 1, Region 3, and Region 4. We're still working. We possibly might have another one, but we don't really have the confirmed details yet there. But our goal is to look at doing 4. But if not, we're going to do 1, 3, and 4. And, it's AC time, guys. I mean, this is the girls. This is as I said all week, this is the road to AC starts here. So from Chris, the tech director, from Amanda, who did a great job at the camera work, from Mark Sirdashney, and yours truly, James Clarke, saying thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you all next time.